Garden State Harley-Davidson. From Harley legends to rugged CF Moto off-road beasts, the season's best selections here now. Route 10 East Morris Plains.
Your entry door is your guest's first impression before entering your home. Make it a lasting one with Maslin Door Company, Sussex County's source for the largest selection of iron doors in New Jersey. Visit us today for professional and personable service from design to installation. Choose from elegant and secure iron doors to grace your home or beautiful fiberglass doors in a wide variety of color and style. Call Maslin Door for a free in-home estimate or visit our showroom and tell them Hudson sent you.
Tired of tired floors? At Washington Floors, we're a family-owned business in Washington, New Jersey. From cozy carpets to stunning hardwoods, we've got your floor covered, literally. Fully insured, fully trusted. Call Washington Floors today at 908-989-0111. Again, that's 908-989-0111.
At Workhorse Sports Performance in Sparta, we specialize in delivering a positive and influential training experience. We use proven methods that help enhance speed, strength, agility, conditioning, and much more. Call us at 973-579-2963 to schedule your evaluation.
Don't wait, your dream ride is waiting at Garden State Harley-Davidson. From Harley legends to rugged CF Moto off-road beasts, the season's best selections here now. Route 10 East Morris Plains.
Tired of tired floors? At Washington Floors, we're a family-owned business in Washington, New Jersey. From cozy carpets to stunning hardwoods, we've got your floor covered, literally. Fully insured, fully trusted. Call Washington Floors today at 908-989-0111. Again, that's 908-989-0111.
Hey parents, Anchor Golf and Recreation is now registering full and half-day golf camps. Anchor Golf Day Camps are designed to teach children fundamentals of golf. To register your child for golf camp, go online and click the registration tab at anchorgolfcenter.com. Anchor now has 4 dedicated outdoor lighted pickleball courts. Call to reserve your court today. Check out Anchor's 18-hole miniature golf course with new features. It's fun for the whole family. Anchor Golf and Recreation offers so much more. Call or see us at anchorgolfcenter.com.
Athletic Fields Tenkata Company, based in Morris Plains, New Jersey, is dedicated to enhancing the athletic experience for students, faculty, and visitors by transforming sports facilities into premier venues for competitive and recreational activities. We've installed over 1,000 fields, and we continue to focus on innovation and excellence. We partner with our clients to revitalize their existing athletic fields and create new ones from the ground up through meticulous planning, state-of-the-art materials, and expert craftsmanship. Whether it's a professional stadium or a community field, we are building healthier, more beautiful communities and delivering surfaces that perform, last, and support vibrant, active lives. Learn how we can take your sports facility to the next level by visiting afoa.us.
Hi, I'm Barry Farber, and I'm so excited to bring you the new special edition hardcover copy of The Adventures of Little Billy in Search of the Magic Tree. Scan the code below and learn more about that adventure.
Blue Nail was superior in almost every aspect. We worked with contractors for almost everything in the firehouse, and Blue Nail really made us feel comfortable all the way through, from the contract to pre-planning to scheduling, getting the job done. We are thrilled that they were able to do the job for us.
For years, it had been the same routine, working all night. Ah, those beautiful faces. I wanted more, for me, for them, for our futures. There was this day that something changed, a simple moment of dress-up. It opened my eyes.
Take charge of your future and go big at CCM.
Huh.
David Hashagen here from Big State Sports. You're watching free coverage of the best high school athletes across the Garden State.
This is George Muha, and you're watching Big State Sports.
George J. Keller and Sons want your house to be the kind of home for all to see. Best roofing, windows, siding too. Great solar and gutters, we're here for you. Our seasoned pros are unsurpassed, so give a call, we'll take your task. Transform your home, that's what we do. So give a call, we're here for you. For roofing, siding, windows and solar, we do it all for you. George J. Keller and Sons.
Your family-owned operation since 1980. Call for your free estimate.
Go ahead, take a deep breath. Oh, nice, huh? That's some clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature.
That is good. Who installed the system?
ICS. They're the leaders in HVAC. They make the ductwork at their own factory, so we even save some money.
That's impressive. You recommend them?
It's ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Hey, Lorraine, go get a big plastic bag. Take some air home with you.
This is Christian Coben, broadcaster for Big State Sports, and you're watching high school football right here on YouTube.
KJM Financial, helping families navigate the college application and financial aid process since 1988. Visit njcollegeguy.com to schedule your free consultation today. Hey, this is Zach Smolin with Big State Sports. We know fundraising can be tough for booster clubs and coaches, and that's why we're so excited about Leading Edge. They've helped programs raise tens of thousands of dollars in just a 1-hour fundraising drive. Scan this QR code or visit lefundraise.com and let them know Big State Sports sent you.
Third down to give. Montella cuts back up the middle, and he's over 1,000 yards, and he's off to the races.
Up in the air, blocked down!
Don't be in wide open net. Too easy right there. Holly Chapman, she'll take off from the wing. That one's good.
Webb trying to get the pin. Here we go. And it got it! That would win it for Warren Hill.
Great senior night ceremony here at Lenby Valley High School.
A 63 save performance by Casey Connor, the Crimson.
Can he break his record? Penty Edwards wins it.
First game of your conference schedule.
So good, and we're all so pumped and just happy to look.
Lineups ahead tonight on more Sussex Sports.
And welcome to Anthony Masserino Stadium here at the campus of Vernon Township High School as Big State Sports presents high school field hockey and its quarterfinal round action of the Hunter & Warren Sussex tournament, as we have the 8-seeded Vernon Vikings, who come in with a record of 8-3-1, 3-2-1 in the Freedom Division under their veteran head coach Kieran Killeen, who's been here 10 years, take on the 9th-seeded Belvidere County Cedars, who are 7-5, 5-4 in the Skyline Valley Division for their longtime head coach Beth Franciscino, who was also a great player back in the day for Belvidere, winning state titles in the early 90s, a Hunter & Warren tournament title in 92, and had her daughters come through this program. There's no one more Belvidere field hockey than Beth Franciscino. So good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dan Cleary. A beautiful day here in Vernon as we welcome you to the Mandelbaum and Barrett broadcast booth. Since 1930, handling all your legal needs, go to mblaw.firm.com. And it's about 67 degrees and nice clear sky after the nor'easter has cleared out. And our weather brought to you by ICS, keeping you cold when you're warm, warm when you're cold. Go to ICSHVAC.com. And we also want to thank Athletic Fields. They bring us the home field advantage. They're enhancing the athletic experience by transforming sports facilities into premier venues for competitive and recreational activities. Learn how Athletic Fields of America can take your sports facility to the next level by visiting us at afoa.us. So they bring us the home field advantage, which Vernon has as the number 8 seed. And also we want to thank Top Mental Game. We have a big play, a penalty stroke, a penalty corner. It's coming out of key time. Well, that'll be crunch time, brought to you by Top Mental Game. Get the tools the pros use and play with more confidence, increase resiliency, and build a champion's mindset. Visit topmentalgame.com to schedule your free consultation. And we want to thank Kieran Killeen, the head coach of Vernon Field Hockey, and Beth Franciscino, the head coach of Belvidere, for sponsoring today's game. We really appreciate that. So they are the sponsors of this game. And seen exclusively on our social media, our player of the game is brought to you by Climate Care. So we got everything out of the way, so we're ready for some field hockey. So, HWS tournament, the winner of this game will go against top-seeded Newton, who's on fire, 15-0, playing Madison. They picked that up as an independent game. Those two teams met in the North Jersey Group 1 section final last year, with Newton going on the road and beating the Dodgers 2-0. So they're playing as we speak, but the winner will get to see Newton with their 4 Division I players and high-octane offense. Vernon has played Newton once already, and that's their final league game. Will be on October the 30th. They will play Vernon to wrap up their Freedom Division schedule. But right now, they're looking towards winning HWS game and moving on. Last year, Vernon in this tournament was the number 6 seed and got upset when a very good and an underseeded Phillipsburg team, they were number 11 seed, came to town and beat Vernon 2-1. Last year in the state tournament, Vernon beat Mendham 2-0 in North Jersey Group 2, then lost to Rumson 2-0 on the road. Graduated a great senior class. Abby DeYoung's playing at Ramapo along with Emily Getz in goal. Abby Mudhanks at Bridgewater State. Kelsey Callahan graduated. Chloe DeBontes at Kane. Taryn Picarello, terrific defender. Aaron Miller on that team as well. But they got a good young team with some terrific talent. Leading them goal-scoring-wise, number 14, Madigan Van Blarkham, a junior, with 14 goals, 3 assists. And then Samantha Janis, number 5, she's got 11 goals, 7 assists. But they got terrific defense, and that's where you want it when you're in a tournament game where it's win or go home. And it's led by seniors, Kayla Jurowitz, number 30, Abby Coley, number 20. Abby also has 3 goals, 4 assists. Kayla has a goal. And Elise Giroux up top, she does a great job. She's the captain with Abby Coley. She has 4 goals, 5 assists. She was our player of the game when we saw the game against Jefferson when it was Vernon's senior night. We'll give you the rest of that starting lineup. Number 4, Reese Bauman, freshman, 2 goals, 1 assist. Sam Janis, number 5, we talked about her. Tegan Ressler, number 8, 1 goal, 3 assists. Also starting Madigan Van Blarkham, number 14, number 16, Carolyn Rugel, number 17, Kate Hordich, number 19, Elise Giroux, number 20, Abigail Cawley, number 30, Kayla Jurowitz, number 34, Sabrina Conklin, another good defender, senior back there. And in goal, Alessia Ainoa, 57 saves. She also has 1.67 goals against errors and 4 shutouts. And last time these two teams met was a long time ago, but none of these players played in that game, so it really doesn't matter. But it should be a very good game today, as we talked about Belvidere, and it starts and ends with a couple of 2 key storylines. One, Jillian LeBarc, great player, school record for goals. She's got 105 on her career. Number 2, she's got 32 goals this year, 3 assists. She's going to Towson and she's just incredible. They've scored 39 goals. She has 32 of them. She's also the coach's niece, and her sister was a terrific player here, Emerson Labar, at Belvidere. But the other big story, besides the great year in career Jillian has put together, they have 11 kids. When I asked to get their roster and starters, I've known Beth for a while, done several Belvidere games. She sent me the list, and she goes, this is my roster, and these are my starters. So they've been the dirty dozen, today with 11. Normally they have 12, but they play everyone hard. They play in the Skyline Valley Conference, 7-5 overall, 5-4 in that division, which they won last year. I actually came in second to Mount St. Mary. But every year, Belvidere in the battle to win a Skyline Division title, be it in the Valley, be it in for the Raritan, you name it. They're always battling as a Group 1 school. They have a great, rich field hockey tradition. We talked about that when Coach played. She was Beth Purcell, and went to the state finals 3 straight years, won it in 89 and 90, and they won the county tournament in 92. Vernon has never been to the HWS finals, and no one from Sussex County besides Newton has won the HWS, and Newton was awarded the title with Warren Hills in the first year of the tournament in 09, when poor weather and both teams going very deep into the state tournament did not allow them to play. So they just declared co-champs. High Point with some great Bev Kerr teams made it to the final, but always ran into someone good, a Hunterdon Central or a North Hunterdon. So the teams that have dominated, or Warren Hills, which seems like they're in the finals every year. But this Belvidere team, very tough, coming off a 2-1 win over High Point the other day. But they played some very good teams. They lost to Del Val's having a great year, only 1-0. They beat Bernards, beat Somerville, beat Walkill Valley 5-1. So this is a competitive team, and the fitness and no injuries are the key for this team, because they think they can do some things in Group 1 once the state tournament comes around. They also think they can do some things today. So I'm going to bring in my partner for today, the voice of Sussex County, my friend Mike Lipscomb. Mike, you got to see Vernon in their senior game against Jefferson. Your thoughts on the Vikings?
Well, the Vikings in that game, they start off a little bit slow, Dan. Obviously, anytime there's a senior day, Dan, that brings out the lethargy in terms of getting going in those games. But in the second half of that game, Dan, they were merciless in their attack. Now, we'll still hold that thought for the national anthem.
All right, national anthem in the books. Mike, what you were saying?
Well, the second half of that game, Dan, Vernon was merciless attacking Jefferson defensively, and I think that would be a formula that would work well today. Obviously, if Belvidere's only going out here with 11 players, even though the weather's, it's a great day to have to only go iron person today and only play with 11. Cool, good temperatures, nice and cool, breezy, not a bad day to run. But at the same token, if you keep putting pressure on somebody, you're going to wear somebody out defensively, and that could be Vernon's formula today, just to wear Belvidere down.
Absolutely, but again, Belvidere's used to this. This isn't like it happened last week, like, we're down numbers. Coach said this is what it was in August. So the kids are used to it. They grind. They love the game, and they're a talented bunch. And you got to give them and Coach and her staff all the credit in the world for what they're doing. We'll give you their starting lineup, and it's the entire team. Jillian LeBar, number 3, has got the 32 goals. Number 5, Erin Kabert. Number 6, Abby Gardner. Number 12, Autumn Maxwell. She has 2 goals. Number 13, Madeline Cardos. Her older sister was on a very good team in 2020. Number 15, Abby Mabai. Number 18, Lena Finnemore. Number 22, Lauren Apgar. She has a goal. Number 23, Jaylee Balestra, 1 goal, 2 assists. Number 27, Eric Faris. And in goal, Lila Smith, 4-year starter. She's been terrific. And obviously you can see right there, Mike, when you have a goalie like that, keeps you in games. She has 138 saves, 4-year starter. She's been terrific. She's got 3 shutouts, and she only allows 2.1 goals per game. They score 3.3 goals per game because LeBar scores about 3.2 goals per game. They lost Addison Ehas, who was a terrific player. She had 3 goals and 4 assists before she got hurt. So they rely on their defense, they rely on Smith, and they try to get scoring from LeBar. And Mike, you and I were talking beforehand, in other sports like basketball, soccer, lacrosse, you can face guard and do stuff. Field hockey doesn't lend to it because of the rules. So LeBar will get her chances, but she needs to be marked up, especially when she's in the circle.
Right, you're going to have to know where she'd be cognizant of where she is at all times, Stan. Obviously, it's a sniper out there, and you can't let her shoot at will if you can help it.
And Vernon in the home blue, Belvidere in the visiting white, 8 versus 9. We are underway with a trip to play Newton on Saturday in the next round of the tournament, which is one of the best in the state. I had Brian Boble from NJ.com on my podcast yesterday, and we broke down all the county tournaments, and we just came to the conclusion there's just a lot of good field hockey in the state of New Jersey, and with nationally ranked teams like Oak Knoll, West Essex, and Camden Catholic at one time. So just a lot of good field hockey, and 100 Warren Sussex right up there when you got Newton as the top seed, Peaburg, the number 2 seed, which has played. They've had 10 wins, 9 of them 1-goal wins.
That's grinding.
Yeah, Rachel Phillips is a young person, and she's going to get real old quick as the head coach. They're the 2 seed. North Hunterdon, number 3 seed, which won this tournament a couple of years back. Amy Masters does a great job, and Voorhees is a brand-name program. Megan Hughes does a great job as the head coach there. But an interesting game going on today, 7 versus 10. Warren Hills under 500, but plays an unbelievable schedule. I got to see them play against Newton. They hung with Newton, only lost 3-1. They're playing Hackettstown, has a couple good players, and Ava Kastner and Hannah Olson. But if they can get past Hackettstown, they played Phillipsburg twice, 2-1, 2-1 losses. So we might see a number 10 seed sneak through to a final, Mike. That's how good it is in the HWS.
That's possible, and obviously Warren Hills is a very good program.
They're there every year. They won it last year, defending champs.
But you can't discount Hackettstown again. That's neighbors right there, and those neighbors tend to go after each other pretty hard. So
yes, they do. Should I just say was their MVP of the HWS last year, playing at Rutgers? So the Vikings trying to get in the circle, and we'll have a whistle, caught a foot, and we'll have our first corner penalty.
Vikings with the control of the possession so far, Dan. Early on here.
But again, they got to know at all times where number 2 is.
Right, matter of fact, I'm trying to find where number 2 is right now, just so I know.
She's probably in the cage. Probably comes down. There she is.
Yeah, there she is in the corner.
She's one of the Flyers in there.
On the post.
2 is in there. 12 as well.
Dan fighting the elements today.
Yeah, we got the shocker, Wendy and Vernon.
I can't believe that.
On the insert, they'll send it in. Shot sent in by Coley. Nice 6-stop in the circle. Still loose and pushed out. We'll have another corner.
When we had the Viking-Falcon game the other day, Dan, that was the corners were even in the first half. After that, Vernon had a ton of corners in the second half. So Vikings are very good at drawing corners.
Elise Giroux with the insert. Madeline Cardos in there, too. They did a great job stopping that last attempt. They'll go up top. Coley's got a rocket. She'll send it in. Loose in front save. Great job there by Smith. Clearing the circle. Comes back out to Coley. Vikings advantage. No whistle yet. Player goes down, and we'll have a corner. Vernon with 3 straight corners early here in the first quarter.
On that last shot, Dan, the defender slowed the ball down just enough for the goal to get a clean look at it and save that one. But that was heading right into the net.
Erica Faris was in there, doing a great job flying out.
This is that relentless pressure I was talking about from the last time we saw the Vikings, Dan. The Vikings are just controlling the game early on.
And what Coach Kieran Killeen wants to do is just take control early, get a business-like win here today. Nothing flashy, just go out and play well. And we'll have a whistle. And another corner. So right now they have 4 corners.
4 corners in 4 minutes, Dan. That's
that'll wear out the people running back from the 50-yard line.
right, and that was part of my pregame note about this was just trying to wear people down mentally.
Back out to Coley, see if she goes cross. She does. Wind, miss, and that was dangerous. Coach Kieran Colleen in his 10th year. He's had 2 careers, basically. His first few years, the Vikings struggled, but he was building. He was building the program back up. And now he has 115 career wins, 62 losses, 7 ties. He has 3 league titles, and he's gotten the Vikings to a section championship twice. So he has brought back Vernon field hockey, which in the 80s and 90s, one of the best around. Stephanie Gastadello, 4 trips to the Group 4 final, 7 section titles. They went to a final in 1980 with Joanne Bruner was coaching. Hall of Famer Michelle Bono on that team, Carol Bernard. And then those great teams in the 90s, Division I kids all over the place. Susie Garcia, Rebecca Leone. And the first family of Vernon field hockey, the Garcias, Alicia, Mary, and Susie. Kathy Basso in the Hall of Fame here at Vernon, 1990. That's when I got to see Coach, she was then Beth Purcell playing a state final. I was covering Vernon that day down at College of New Jersey, back then Trenton State. She was a great player. Loose in the circle, and we're going to have another one. That's 6, Mike.
Yeah, that's crazy. You can get 6 in the first 6 minutes. Vikings at some point are going to have to capitalize on something out of this, though. Belvidere's done a great job, really, to be honest with you, Dan. They've given up corners, but they haven't given up something that you sit there and go, oh, that's going to go in.
Right.
So.
And Smith's only had to make 1 save.
Right.
It's not getting through. Coley again. Again, great stick stop. Sending it right back out, back into the circle. Wrestler tries to get a piece of it, and it rolls just wide.
That was close.
It certainly was, but a great job by Belvidere, and they're going to take they'll take their time and send this out. They want to catch their breath. But a great job of circle defense by the County Cedars.
Well, like you said, Dan, it's not just the defenders. I mean, it's the forwards that have to keep sprinting back, and there's constantly been going back and forth so far. So they're exuding a lot of energy early on here.
Again, always lurking up top. LeBar going to Townsend. She broke the school record, which was held back in 1984. For a long time, Jill Johnson had 73 goals. Jillian broke that last year. Vikings on the doorstep. Turn, fire, goal! We'll see the number on that. We'll take a look at that.
I'm not sure, Dan, if I got a good look now. I know I can picture the shot, but I can't picture.
Number 5, I think.
I think five sounds right to me.
Samantha Janis with the goal. That'll give Samantha 12 on the season.
Yeah, it's even hard to see off the replay, Dan, because you get the sun glare going all over the place. So five's what we're going to go with.
We'll check that between quarters. Yeah, the sun beating directly into this press box, folks. I know no excuse, but give you an idea of why we're struggling on who scored that goal.
It's a nice goal, though, Dan. You know, they got the ball centered, and she got a nice lift on that. Went over the top of the shoulder there for the goal. So the Viking pressure is paid off.
As they take the 1-0 lead.
Belvidere's still trying to get across midfield.
With 8:26 to go. And I imagine a lot of Belvidere games have gone this way, but then number 2 gets across the midfield stripe and then makes something happen. Creates a corner or scores.
Well, that's just it. When you have that great player, Dan, you only need one opportunity to get back in the game.
Get that puncher's chance.
And then you get a little bit of this going on where, you know, you get a foul and you get the ball, all of a sudden you get the ball inside the 25, and pretty soon you're going to be in the circle, and pretty soon she gets a shot. And then pretty soon she's got another goal. That would be the Belvidere game plan. Anyway.
Absolutely. Well, Vernon will break that up. They're on the run, bringing it up the middle. Nice job by Elise Giroux. All the way.
It scored.
And the goal. What an outstanding individual effort by Elise Giroux. Let's watch that again. That was number 19, Mike, right?
Yeah, Giroux just simply keeps going forward and split the defenders. I mean, this is one heck of a run. I mean, she starts this about the 40-yard line and just keeps going. Gets around the defender, splits 2 more, keeps her composure, and the goalie was kind of frozen on that one, and she just went to the right side. great play right there. That's a great run. That's a 60-yard run for a score.
And it is Giroux with the goal.
And Belvidere's worst nightmare has occurred. That the last thing you want to do is after you've been sitting in that school bus for that long
ride.
And that's a terrible ride in the bus. I've taken it.
And you know what? Beth Franciscino's going to call a timeout. Good timeout by her. We're going to step aside ourselves. We'll be right back live on the Big State Sports Network.
NIL deals mean opportunity, but also risk. Don't face it alone. Lyons & Associates reviews, negotiates, and protects your contracts so you could focus on winning on and off the field.
Mandelbaum Barrett PC Attorneys at Law provide you with a 360-degree approach for your personal and business legal needs, built on relationships, support, and innovation. You can rely on Mandelbaum Barrett. Visit us at mblawfirm.com.
Hi, my name is Andrew Shaka. I'm one of the owners here at New Jersey Siding and Windows. We are a family-owned residential remodel firm. Everything we offer here is quality and comes with great warranties. If it's a residential home, there's no home too big for us to work on.
Here at Open Road Cadillac, everybody gets treated just like family. We always make sure we find the right car for you.
The 2025 Cadillac Lyriq, now for the limited time price of only $529 a month. Open Road Cadillac of Morristown in Florham Park, New Jersey.
Here at Open Road Mazda of Morristown, we strive to provide a stress-free, knowledgeable, positive buying experience. No matter your budget, we'll find the right car for you.
Drive home the 2025 Mazda CX-50 for just $229 a month.
Check us out for yourself.
Provide your team or athlete with quality trophies, medals, plaques, and awards with Performance Trophy and Medals of Randolph. Call us today at 973-989-8775.
And welcome back to the Mandelbaum Barrett broadcast booth here at Anthony Mascherino Stadium, live on Big State Sports Network here in Vernon. HWS action going on, and the winner of this will play top seeded Newton. Got the bye. As finals will be on the Big State Sports Network on October the 25th at 11 a.m. from Lenape Valley. And that'll be brought to you by our friend Steven Spears at Cosmic Storm Field Hockey. I want to thank Steven. He's been the sponsor of the HWS Championship the last 2 years, I believe, so we want to thank him. So LeBar will start off here for the County Cedars, down 2-0. Sam Janis with the goal at the 8:26 mark. And went a nice job in the circle, and then Elise Giroux broke up a charge and then took it 75 yards and scored. It was a great effort by Elise, and that's where we stand, 2-0 with 6:52 to go here in the first quarter.
Coach Downs would have been proud to have that happen on Friday night.
Yeah, right? And at the Vernon coaching staff, Rachel Vanderlovsky, who was Rachel Colvin when she was here at Vernon, was a terrific field hockey player and ice hockey player. Her brother Danny was a great ice hockey player. Rebecca Bodowitz, who played on that 2020 team that went 13-1 and lost in the section final on a heartbreaker on a Saturday morning against Mo Beard. And the great Carly Van Tassel, who just wrapped up her career 2 years ago at Montclair. And you can always point when Vernon became relevant again in field hockey was because of Carly Van Tassel and Haley DeBonta, and then everyone kind of followed suit. And they helped them win their first league title in 2019 since the mid-'90s. Breaking into the circle, shot just wide. This is a different Vernon team than we saw against Jefferson, Mike.
Absolutely. I mean, this team is much more aggressive to start with.
They haven't played in a while. Their last win was 6-1 over Wallkill Valley last week. They've since the 4-3 loss to Hackettstown, they've won 3 in a row. Beat Mount Olive 4-1, Jefferson 3-2, and Wallkill Valley 6-1.
Like I said, senior days are always. I mean, it's great to have, and I'm glad we do that for the senior kids. But from a coaching standpoint, from a player standpoint, it just throws the rhythm of the day off. And sometimes you don't get that rhythm back.
Look to LeBar. Kayla Jurowitz on LeBar. She's going to change, try to send it up top.
Vernon seems like they have a pretty good game plan in place for her today so far, Dan. They've been able to shadow her very well, and while you can't go in there and throw the third person engage, you can tell that she's being watched very well.
And Giroux again, another carry into the circle, swept out. Vikings trying to keep it back in. Shot saved by Smith. Sends it right back out.
Giroux almost tried to backhand that one back in.
Advantage Vernon. And we're going to have a corner.
Number 7, Dan?
Number 7 is correct. I didn't add the wind. Which direction is the wind going in our ICS weather report? What would you say, Mike?
I would think it's going north, I'll be honest with you. I feel it's going north.
Windy, always windy up here, Vernon.
Oh, I can remember many football days up here, Dan. I know you can too, where just the wind gets in, that chill just gets going through you, and Vernon's a different type of cold, Dan.
It's a jet stream all of its own. Drew sends it in. Now a little crossback up top. Wrestler was there, loose. Van Blarkum's got a rocket. She's going to reverse chip, and we'll have a whistle coming out the other way.
I mean, it's a beautiful day out there, though.
Oh, it's perfect.
Sunny day. I mean, I saw people mowing lawns today, trying to get that last cut in while it's, still I saw some guys out on the bikes staying T-shirts. I'm like, okay, that might be a little bit much, but still, it's your last chance. Might be your last, few chances to go ride today. So good for everybody who's gotten out there and got something done. And we've got something done today too, Dan. We're here.
That's right. And a nice ride up for Belvidere. Belvidere High School's in a beautiful area. That's a beautiful ride down 519. Head down that way. White Township into the circle again. Save by Smith. Did that get in? No, another great save.
Just fell over on it.
And we'll have another corner.
She went for the diving save right there. Great effort and goal right there, because obviously they're in a little trouble right now in terms of you can't give them the third.
No, it's just wearing them down with 8, and we still have 3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
That was a great timeout, by the way, though.
I agree.
At that point, you need to just put a tourniquet on it for a little bit.
That's the only timeout they have for the first half. But I agree with Mike. Perfect timing.
It's always that coach's conundrum. When do I save the timeouts for? Sometimes you just got to burn and say, listen, it's the only shot I may have to actually use it, have it mean anything.
Little give and go. Coley sends it in. Good defense.
And the goggles fly off. I mean, I can remember a game, Dan, when I was coaching college. I burned all 6 of my timeouts in the first half. In fact, before they went to quarters, they were just in college basketball was halves. You got 6. I used all 6 of them. I said, well, there's no sense in me saving for the second half. It's not going to do me any good.
Exactly right.
I said, the only chance I had to have any chance of playing the second half is to stop whatever's going on now.
Well, when they went to quarters in field hockey, the first year they didn't have timeouts. And I know the coaches were not happy about another corner. And then they instituted you get 1.5 then, because I think the thinking was, well, if you have a natural break in between quarters, you don't need timeouts.
Yeah, you always like to have that one. I mean, I know soccer tradition doesn't have the timeout, and that I like. It's always been that way. But field hockey's always had timeouts involved. I think having one in each half is fair.
I agree. And the coaches complained, and to the state's credit, they listened and they instituted the timeouts back. So the Vikings with the 2-0 lead. 1:35 to go here in the first quarter. Looking to add to it on another corner. They're 9th. Good job pushing that out.
Vernon's best defense has been this offensive attack today.
Absolutely. They're not letting LeBar get a chance to create. Madigan Van Blorkum sends it in. Right to Vernon's stick. Kayla Jerwood sends it a rocket and will come out the other way.
So we got 9 corners right now, Dan? Is that what we're up to?
We're up to 9 corners to 0.
9 corners to 0 in 11 minutes. That's on the crazy side of statistics right there.
Less than a minute ago. Again, if Vernon gets the ball into the circle and a corner penalty is called, the half, quarter, or game cannot end on a corner penalty. So it'll be untimed if they run out of time. And Vernon's trying to do that right now. Another save by Smith. On the doorstep, another save. She's got about 6 saves here in the first quarter. And they'll send it back out, and Vernon sends it right back in. Defenders can kind of cheat up. Rugel at sweeper, Cawley back there, along with Sabrina Conklin. Haven't seen much action. 24 seconds to go.
I think Belvidere's been across midfield twice so far, Dan.
Yep. So the Vikings 8-3-1. The tie was a crazy wild one, 4-4 against Hackettstown. And then Hackettstown, to their credit, we talked about how dangerous they are. They came up here and beat Vernon 4-3. Coach Rachel Carpenter does a great job. And there's the horn, so 1 quarter in the books. here in this HWS showdown with the winner going on to face top seeded Newton. It's number 8 Vernon 2, number 9 Belvidere 0. We'll take a break. We'll be back with second quarter action here live on the Big State Sports Network.
In Ledgewood. Our huge inventory can be shopped online at pickyourcards.com, where you can use the code Big State Sports for an extra discount.
Struggling with confidence, inconsistency, and playing scared? Learn how to unlock your potential and perform at your best when it matters the most with Top Mental Game. Your talent sets the floor. Your mindset sets the ceiling. When the moment comes, will you be ready?
Got the new iPhone 17 Pro and Verizon picked up the tab.
No way.
That's me. Handsome and hilarious. It's a rare combo.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us on the best 5G network.
I mean, where else would I get it, right?
This is Zach Smolin, play-by-play commentator, and you're staying frosty for free right here on Big State Sports.
Here at BMW of Newton, we treat our customers like family while giving them the ultimate buying experience.
Don't miss the 2025 BMW X330 X-Drive, just $629 a month.
I invite you to come down to BMW of Newton to check it out for yourself.
All right, welcome back to Anthony Mascherino Stadium here at the campus of Vernon Township High School. Live on Big State Sports, as Dan Cleary and Mike Lipson coming to you from the Mandelbaum Barrett broadcast booth since 1930, handling all your legal needs. Go to mbLawFirm.com for more information. And we both want to thank the Belvidere field hockey team and the Vernon field hockey team for sponsoring today's game, 8 versus 9. Vernon with the better of the play right now with Sam Janis with a goal, her 12th. And Elise Drew on a beautiful goal. Great individual effort, unassisted, took it to the house. 5th goal of the season for her. Vernon with a 2-0 lead, but playing very well defensively. Lila Smith, the goalie from Belvidere, with about 7 saves in the first quarter alone. And the other story, 9 corners to 0 for the Vikings. Mike, your thoughts on that first quarter?
Well, this is a carryover from the second half of the Jefferson game, Dan, for Vernon. I mean, the relentless pressure. I think they had 9 corners in the second half against Jefferson, and this has just been a formula that works well for the Vikings, that they continue to press the action. Belvidere's been across midfield. If you want to count the last little floor at the end, they've been across midfield 3 times. Vernon's got 9 corners. Obviously, the aggression is working well for the Vikings today.
Molly Solkowitz will check in, number 26, promising young player. Sister Abby was a terrific athlete here, basketball, and a great girls lacrosse goalie. Vikings controlling that entire first quarter and looking to do so here in the second quarter. They'll send it into the circle. Shot! Goal! Janice's second goal, but what a pass from Giroux, number 19.
That was perfect, Dan. Gets the ball in the corner. Doesn't get a lot of pressure put on her. You can see in the replay, Dan.
Take us through, Mike.
Ball goes down the corner. Giroux gets down there. Nobody really comes at her, and she's able to hit something flat right across the middle, and Janice is wide open and just puts it home cleanly. That's a great team goal right there.
13th of the season for Janice, but what an assist.
It's all made by running the ball down the corner and then just having the wherewithal to realize there's nobody on me, not to panic and just kind of push the action. Picked out the perfect pass.
So this is actually, we have a corner for Belvidere, it looks like. First of the game, so can the County Cedars come back and answer? This is a second round game. The next round is the quarterfinals, folks. So I want to make sure I got that all cleared up for you. Quarterfinals are Saturday. Semis will be Wednesday the 22nd, and the championship will be the 25th at Lenape Valley. And we'll give everyone else, all the other teams, as we have this ball. I'm sure LeBar will have a piece of this, number 2. She's up top. This is LeBar, makes the dodge, winds up, shoots, and a goal! She scores! Jillian LeBar, number 33, off the corner penalty. Great job by the County Cedars.
I'm trying to look to make sure that doesn't get redirected by somebody in there, Dan. LeBar makes a great move off the start, comes inside, spins, shoots that. I think, Dan, somebody might. I can't tell on the replay because obviously the sun's hitting out the replay monitor. I think somebody else tips that in.
We'll see who they give that credit to. Right now, we'll say LeBar.
Yeah, I think somebody that ball went upward on a different trajectory, Dan. I'm pretty comfortable with the fact that somebody else got a piece of that.
Might have been off a Vernon stick.
That could be possible too. Could be a own goal in there.
No own goals in field hockey, Mike. Just soccer.
You know me. I tend to cross my sports because.
We'll see who they announce as the goal scorer. We'll get that, but right now we'll give it to LeBar. Either she has a goal or assist there.
She has something. She has some serious involvement in the play. Let's put it that way.
Yes, she did. 3-1 our score. Good job by Belvidere, forcing the corner and getting the goal.
Let's put it this way: it was the breakfast sandwich. She definitely had the rolls to start with, and how he stacked the sandwich from there is a question.
There you go. You can hear Coach Kieran Colleen yelling, "Double her," and LeBar gets rid of it. Qualley sends it up for the Vikings. In the middle of the field is Tegan Ressler, terrific softball player for Kerry Ludeking, as is Madigan Van Blarkham. Into the circle. Smith tries to clear. Good job keeping it in.
I was thinking we were going to get some entertainment out of this game today, Dan, because both teams have had a couple games. They've given up some goals, so there was some hope here today that we might end up with something higher scoring. I mean, obviously, I'll take a great 1-0 game any day of the week, but
Vikings trying to work it in. That's Brielle McLean, number 7, who's checked in. Smith trying to get rid of it. No whistle yet, and we're going to come out the other way.
She got the first save, then she kind of lost it in her feet, Dan, and was able to recompose herself and clean it out of there. So Belvidere holds off the Vikings again. I think it took to the third goal for the County Cedars to get riled up a little bit there, and they came right down to score.
Yeah, got into the circle, got the corner, and cashed in.
Well, we talked about when you have that one player, how fast action can happen, and that's what we just saw down there.
She created it. She shook the defender and sent it in. Here comes Giroux with the cross on the doorstep, and we're going to come out the other way, quarter Vernon foot.
Giroux is definitely having her way on the right side today. You had that great run, and then the last couple times down the right side, she's almost been able to center goals. She got the one assist, and she set herself up to get another assist right there, Dan. So Giroux's having a really good day today.
We need to have that on the stick side of the field, that right alleyway. Wrestler in the middle. Good battle there with Cardos.
Glove save.
Another one for Smith. She's been great. Battle in the circle, whistle, and a corner.
She had the glove save and a kick save on that one. So
10 corners to 1. But the one scored for Belvidere. Again, those kids flying out from Belvidere are doing a great job. Jillian LeBar, Madeline Cardos, Autumn Maxwell, and Erica Faris doing a great job in front of Lila Smith.
And the whole key is you got to get out there as fast as you can and get some pressure on the person with the ball. Try to get them to get rid of it faster than they want to, make a mistake.
Great job right there. Perfect example. Coming out, getting the stick down. And that's LeBar. No surprise there. That's a D1 player right there, folks.
Comes out, gets the block with her stick, gets in the way, and then they were able to clear it. So that's a great job right there by Belvidere. Belvidere is actually, if you think about that, they've done very well in these corners.
Outstanding. I mean, they haven't given up a goal on a corner.
No.
Giroux will come out. So Coach Kieran Colleen actually she's going back in. Vikings trying to create here. Here comes Janice. Into the circle. And a roll over the end line. Janice, terrific track athlete for Jimmy Saganek in the springtime. Her dad, Chuck, was a great athlete here. Played soccer for John Ryan.
She was one more stick move away, Dan, from getting there, getting all the way to the net there. That was a good run. And you know who broke up the play, Dan? LeBar.
Reese Bauman comes off, talented freshman. Kayla Jurowitz would check back in. This is LeBar. Centered up the wing to Belstra. We have 8:25 to go here in the first half. Janice will come out. Coming back in will be Madigan Van Blorkum.
Well, one thing you'll be able to say about the Belvidere players, Dan, is they're in good shape.
100%.
Because obviously all they do is run.
Again, a great Group 1 program, great Warren County program for years. They have a wonderful tradition at Belvidere over the years. Sally Uberoth was a great coach. Coach Sassman was a great coach. And Coach Francis Chino, as I said, there's no more Belvidere than her when it comes to field hockey. Great player and great coach for the County Cedars. Vernon in the circle. Patience here. And that's going to slip through, and that's a goal.
Dan, I'm not so sure how that one got in the net. It was kind of a slow roller. Let me get a look at this on the screen here.
Vernon will go up 4-1.
Well, just kind of an innocuous goal right here. She kind of keeps working it. The ball just kind of hits the ground. Just kind of trickles through. There's no real blasted shot. It was in the right spot at the right time. Just kept walking.
So Kaylee Free gets the goal, the senior.
Okay, good for the senior.
Kaylee's had a nice senior year. Didn't play last year. Back out for the team. She's been great. Her 6th goal of the season.
Like I said, Dan, that wasn't really much of a shot. She just kind of hit it toward the net, and it just kind of rolled past everybody. Everybody kind of just watched it roll past them. I'm not sure what happened there.
Free will take it.
Maybe in the traffic right there, everybody got screened a little bit because there was a lot of people in front of the net there.
Again, always want to thank the outstanding athletic director, Bill Foley, for his hospitality. Always great coming here to Vernon. Good battle here. That was Kaylee Free with a good battle. Vernon trying to push their lead. They're up 4-1. Well, there's 7 to go here in the first half. I mean, Belvidere, you look at their scores, Mike, they're in every game for the most part. Lost to Berners by a goal. Lost to Somerville by a goal.
Another kick save.
And their best win is over Del Val.
That came off a Belvidere player's foot, so Vikings on the restart.
Del Val, the 5th seed. They're hosting Pope John as we speak.
Okay.
Kittatinny's the 16th seed. They're at Voorhees. Ball in the circle again. Vernon trying to add to that lead.
Dan, correct me if I'm wrong here. Obviously, we have some other field hockey action today. Is the Madison-Newton game, is that the late game? Because I know there's 2 games at Newton today. There's a soccer game today, too, right?
I'm not sure.
I think I remember looking at it.
Well, I think the game's at Madison.
Oh, is that game at Madison?
Yeah, I believe
okay.
it's at Madison.
All right, maybe that's why.
Girls soccer's playing at 4 in the HWS.
Right, I saw that. I saw they have North Hunterdon in that game.
Yeah, I believe that game might be at Madison.
Okay.
Kittatinny, 16, going to Voorhees. Number 15, Sparta, going to number 3, North Hunterdon. Number 6, South Hunterdon, going to number 11, Lenape Valley. And as we speak over there in Hackettstown, probably a barn burner right now, Warren Hills goes over to play Hackettstown, 10 versus 7. Winner will get Peaburg. Today's winner gets Newton.
Yeah, that's a good solid 10-7 game, Dan. That's neighbors that will definitely go after. Definitely go after you. That should be. I would think that'd be a pretty high-scoring game too, Dan.
Belvidere trying to create another opportunity with 5 minutes to go. And good defense by the Vikings. Van Blarkum. Remember the goal she scored against Jefferson? Complete, total effort by her.
Yes.
She refused to be denied.
That might have been the best goal I've seen this year, Dan. Now,
It's up there.
I don't see as much field hockey as you do, obviously, but that was probably the best goal I've seen this year.
As far as individual effort and not quitting, yes.
And folks, you can just hear how windy it is out there
Yeah.
through our headphones right now, and we're somewhat sheltered. So,
Mike, I have a correction. That Newton-Madison game is at Newton at 6:30. You were correct, sir.
Okay. So I was debating my evening choices today, and it was on the list. I just happened to be at Vernon today, and hey, it happened to be a broadcast. So,
Jurowitz with the reverse stick sent in. We'll have a whistle going to come out the other way.
as we'll be here Friday night, Dan, correct? For
God willing,
Lancers Vikings
playing game for a state tournament.
Basically, yeah.
Belvidere's football team having a good year.
Yes.
Real good year. It's just a proud Group 1 school in all sports. I mean, for a long time, they were just dominant in wrestling.
They've had a good run in girls basketball.
Yep. Kurt Weaver when he was down there. Bobby Weaver.
Good save. That had some speed on it. That was a snapped over shot there, and the goalie had to react quickly on that one. Good job by Smith of making a save there.
Jurowitz. Nice job by Keela.
Did a nice job of splitting both defenders right there to get through.
Keela normally more of a defensive player, playing up today. Quick restart. Wrestler sends it in. Wrestler, very good softball player. Catcher, can play anywhere, but she's been a terrific catcher for Kerry Ludeking. And Vernon softball will be very solid this spring. I don't want to put the jinx on them, but they should be pretty good with Miranda Eberhausen back in the circle. Wrestler at catcher, Van Blarkum. Some really nice players coming back for Coach Ludeking.
Well, anytime you have a pitcher, Dan, you can come and bring them back again for the second or third year. It's always a plus in softball because let's be honest, if you're not good in the circle, you don't have much chance of being good, period.
This is true. So Belvidere trailing 4-1 will try to work it up. They scored on a corner penalty, but again, Jurowitz drifts back and does a nice job defensively. Broken up in the middle of the field, sending it right up. Brielle McLean, another one of those young Vernon Vikings, a sophomore.
Chance here.
Yes, indeed. Shot save. Free looking for her second goal of the game. Gets turned away by Smith. We'll come out the other way with under 2 minutes to go here in the first half.
I mean, Vernon's possession time, if we were running possession time, it's got to be 80%, maybe more. I mean, it's just hard. It's hard to win a field hockey game when you don't have the ball very much, no matter how great your best player is.
Absolutely. And Coach Clean getting a lot of players a lot of time. Again, they haven't had a game in over a week. Breaking in. Shot doesn't get through, and that goes wide, still in the circle, and we're going to come out the other way after catching a foot. With 1 minute plus to go here in the first half, Vernon with a 4-1 lead. The 8th seed against the number 9 Belvidere County Cedars here in the second round of the HWS tournament. Winner will go to the quarterfinals against top-seeded Newton. Newton looking to become the first Sussex County team to win the championship on the field. High Point made a couple of runs when they had the great Darby Smith and Nikki Hull and all those great players, but always ran into someone just a little bit better in either Hunter and Central, usually Hunter and Central. Jen Sponzo had some great teams back then. High Point had Darby Smith, who won 2 national titles as a player at UConn.
Can you imagine that? You have a player that went to UConn, but yet you were unable to win the HWS. That says something about the level of play in the HWS.
100%. Tricky ball into the circle. Oh, what a stop by Smith. Still down on the ground.
Well, that's a great play right there.
Oh, my goodness.
The reaction for the attempted shot on the doorstep was outstanding.
And let's see. We'll take a look at that right when the horn will sound in about 5 seconds. Once the half ends, we'll take a look at that. That was tremendous job by Lila Smith. And there's the horn. let's see that. Our great producer, J.J. Valentin, will tee this up for you, Mike.
Yeah, let's see what we got here. So we get the ball going across. This gets the cross, and then right there, she just goes flat out on the ground again to make sure nothing goes back in after the initial block. So what a play by Smith to try to keep this to 3 goals.
All right, so that'll wrap it up. First half action, our score 4-1. We'll take a break. We'll have third quarter action here live on the Big State Sports Network right after this.
Enjoy this broadcast for free.
Don't wait. Your dream ride is waiting at Garden State Harley-Davidson. From Harley legends to rugged CF Moto off-road beasts, the season's best selections here now. Route 10 East Morris Plains.
Your entry door is your guest's first impression before entering your home. Make it a lasting one with Maslin Door Company, Sussex County's source for the largest selection of iron doors in New Jersey. Visit us today for professional and personable service from design to installation. Choose from elegant and secure iron doors to grace your home or beautiful fiberglass doors in a wide variety of color and style. Call Maslin Door for a free in-home estimate or visit our showroom and tell them Hudson sent you.
Tired of tired floors? At Washington Floors, we're a family-owned business in Washington, New Jersey. From cozy carpets to stunning hardwoods, we've got your floor covered, literally. Fully insured, fully trusted. Call Washington Floors today at 908-989-0111. Again, that's 908-989-0111.
At Workhorse Sports Performance in Sparta, we specialize in delivering a positive and influential training experience. We use proven methods that help enhance speed, strength, agility, conditioning, and much more. Call us at 973-579-2963 to schedule your evaluation.
Don't wait. Your dream ride is waiting at Garden State Harley-Davidson. From Harley legends to rugged CF Moto off-road beasts, the season's best selections here now. Route 10 East Morris Plains.
Tired of tired floors? At Washington Floors, we're a family-owned business in Washington, New Jersey. From cozy carpets to stunning hardwoods, we've got your floor covered, literally. Fully insured, fully trusted. Call Washington Floors today at 908-989-0111. Again, that's 908-989-0111.
Hey parents, Anchor Golf and Recreation is now registering full and half-day golf camps. Anchor Golf Day Camps are designed to teach children fundamentals of golf. To register your child for golf camp, go online and click the registration tab at anchorgolfcenter.com. Anchor now has 4 dedicated outdoor lighted pickleball courts. Call to reserve your court today. Check out Anchor's 18-hole miniature golf course with new features. It's fun for the whole family. Anchor Golf and Recreation offers so much more. Call or see us at anchorgolfcenter.com.
Athletic Fields of America, a
Tenkata Company, based in Morris Plains, New Jersey, is dedicated to enhancing the athletic experience for students, faculty, and visitors by transforming sports facilities into premier venues for competitive and recreational activities. We've installed over 1,000 fields, and we continue to focus on innovation and excellence. We partner with our clients to revitalize their existing athletic fields and create new ones from the ground up through meticulous planning, state-of-the-art materials, and expert craftsmanship. Whether it's a professional stadium or a community field, we are building healthier, more beautiful communities and delivering surfaces that perform, last, and support vibrant, active lives. Learn how we can take your sports facility to the next level by visiting afoa.us.
Hi, I'm Barry Farber, and I'm so excited to bring you the new special edition hardcover copy of The Adventures of Little Billy in Search of the Magic Tree. Scan the code below and learn more about that adventure.
Blue Nail was superior in almost every aspect. We've worked with contractors for almost everything in the firehouse, and Blue Nail really made us feel comfortable all the way through, from the contract to pre-planning to scheduling, getting the job done. We are thrilled that they were able to do the job for us.
For years, it had been the same routine, working all night. Ah, those beautiful faces. I wanted more, for me, for them, for our futures. There was this day that something changed, a simple moment of dress-up. It opened my eyes.
Take charge of your future and go big at CCM. Oh.
David Hassagen here from Big State Sports. You're watching free coverage of the best high school athletes across the Garden State.
This is George Muha, and you're watching Big State Sports.
George J. Keller and Sons want your house to be the kind of home for all to see. Best roofing, windows, siding too. Great solar and gutters, we're here for you. Our seasoned pros are unsurpassed, so give a call, we'll take your task. Transform your home, that's what we do. So give a call, we're here for you. For roofing, siding, windows, and solar, we do it all for you. George J. Keller and Sons.
Your family-owned operation since 1980. Call for your free estimate.
Go ahead, take a deep breath. Oh, nice, huh? That's some clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature.
That is good. Who installed the system?
ICS. They're the leaders in HVAC. They make the ductwork at their own factory, so we even save some money.
That's impressive. You recommend them?
It's ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Hey, Lorraine, go get a big plastic bag. Take some air home with you.
This is Christian Coben, broadcaster for Big State Sports, and you're watching high school football right here on YouTube.
KJM Financial, helping families navigate the college application and financial aid process since 1988. Visit njcollegeguy.com to schedule your free consultation today. Hey, this is Zach Smolin with Big State Sports. We know fundraising can be tough for booster clubs and coaches, and that's why we're so excited about Leading Edge. They've helped programs raise tens of thousands of dollars in just a 1-hour fundraising drive. Scan this QR code or visit lefundraise.com and let them know Big State Sports sent you. NIL deals mean opportunity, but also risk. Don't face it alone. Lyons & Associates reviews, negotiates, and protects your contracts so you could focus on winning on and off the field.
And welcome back to Anthony Mascherino Stadium here at the campus of Vernon Township High School in Vernon, New Jersey. As Big State Sports presents high school girls field hockey, Hunter Warren Sussex second round action. As Vernon, the number 8 seed, has a 4-1 lead over number 9 Belvidere. Dan Cleary and Mike Lipscomb coming to you live from the Mandelbaum Barrett broadcast booth since 1930, handling all your legal needs. Go to mblawfirm.com. And we want to thank both the field hockey programs at Belvidere and at Vernon for sponsoring today's game. Beth Franciscino, head coach of Belvidere, and head coach of Vernon, Kieran Colleen. So Vernon with a dominating first half. They had 10 corners to Belvidere's 1. Sam Janis had her 12th goal, making Vernon 1-0. Elise Giroux with a great goal, taking it all the way about 75 yards. Her 5th goal of the year, 2-0 after the end of one quarter. Second quarter, Janis scored her 2nd goal of the game, giving her 13 on the season, and a great pass from Elise Giroux, 3-0. And then Belvidere got a corner penalty. Jillian LeBar sent in a rip and a great redirect by Autumn Maxwell, her 3rd goal of the year, and giving LeBar 4 assists. 3-1 Vernon, as they scored off the corner penalty, did the County Cedars. And then Vernon went up 4-1 at the 7:32 mark of the second quarter when Kaylee Free, the senior, scored her 6th goal of the year, and Vernon has a 4-1 lead as they look to get to the quarterfinals. Last year they lost in this round, a tough one to Phillipsburg, who I had Brian Boble on from NJ.com, who we said was grossly underseeded last year as 11 seed. Vernon, last time they won the HWS game was in 2023 when they went 16-3, won the Freedom Division. They beat Voorhees and then lost to Warren Hills 4-2. That year in the States, they beat Sparta and lost to Mendham. And that was with the great Sid Van Tassel, whose dad's here today. Sister Carly as a coach. Sid playing lacrosse at St. Bonaventure. St. Bonaventure playing some fall ball. They'll be playing at Cortland this weekend, SUNY Cortland. So she'll be fairly local. Sid, a great player in lacrosse and field hockey. And Bailey Mann, she was a great player on that team. She's playing field hockey at Vassar. Jalen Day and Michaela Woolley were seniors on that team in 2023. And again, we mentioned that 2020 team from Vernon lost to Mo Beard in the Northwest B. That was the COVID year when there was no true state championships. They went to a section, and they lost 3-1, 13-1 that year. What a great team. Alicia Mahalko was the player of the year in the county, great defender. Aaliyah Germanario, Rebecca Bodowitz, who's on the staff right now, is terrific. Also terrific players on that team. Noelle DeBonta. There's always a DeBonta playing. Last year was the last year we had a DeBonta playing for the Vikings. I was joking with Rick DeBonta, the outstanding head coach of the football team and boys lacrosse team at Montville. Said Vernon needs a new order of DeBontas after Chloe graduated last year. She had Haley, Noelle, and Chloe. Noelle playing at William Patterson. Chloe playing at Kane. But that 2020 team was something special. Natalie Hassard on that team, Lauren Washchek. They had 2 great scorers up top in Julia Gregory and Alyssa Van der Linde, who led Sussex County in scoring that year in that abbreviated season with 17 goals. So Coach Colleen has done a great job reviving this program. But it all started in 2019 when they went 16-3, won their first league title since 1995. Led by Haley DeBonta, Carly Van Tassel, and Alice Butel in goal. That was their first title in the NJAC because that was the SCIL back in 95. Mike, we're old enough to remember that. Shot goes wide.
Absolutely. You and I both played our careers in the SCIL.
This is true. Now, how good was the SCIL field hockey back in that time? Vernon went to the state finals that year in 95 and 96 and didn't win the league. 96 they went to the state final, didn't win the league. 95 they won the league.
That's not shocking to me at all.
No, High Point, Kittatinny, Wallkill Valley, Pope John won a section title, I believe, in 96. Just so many great teams.
The Braves were good back then, too, weren't they?
Yes, they were.
I know that was a golden era for basketball for them.
94 and 95, Kittatinny went to the state finals back-to-back years. Won section titles with Nikki Moorville, and Laura Morrow was an unbelievable three-sport athlete. And Hallie Blanton went on to play 4 years of field hockey at Ohio State. Wrestler with a rip. A little too hard. Will come back out. And we talked about Belvidere winning a state title. Coach was on that team. Sally Uberoth was the head coach. What a great run she had as the head coach. Group 1 state champs, 89 and 90. This is Coach's second stint with the County Cedars. She was the head coach from 99 to 2004. Then she had her twins who played for her at Belvidere, Gianna and Olivia. Gianna's playing at DeSales, and Olivia's playing club at West Virginia. They graduated a couple of years ago.
By the way, Dan, I know you touched on it early in the broadcast during the pregame. The last time these two schools played, none of these young ladies were in school yet.
No, it's been a long time.
It will be Friday. Would have been 14 years since they last played. They played. I got it in front of me. They played on October 17th, 2011. County Cedars 4, Vikings 0.
County Cedars were good that year. It's good every year. But in 2020, we talked about, they got to the section final, did the Belvidere County Cedars. They knocked off Newton. They had great battles with Newton in the late teens in the Group 1, North 1 Group 1. Bechtel, Lisa Bechtel, great coach at Newton. And Newton was able to get Belvidere a couple times. And Belvidere got them in the semifinals one year. But in 2020, they went 8-4-1. They lost to Pequannock, who was loaded that year in the Northwest A final, which was the equivalent of Group 1. And Emerson Labar was on that team. Olivia Zamiski, who played 1 year at Pace. Olivia was a terrific player on that team.
All right, Dan, I'm going to try on this one. Now, you are the guy who you know more about high school sports than anybody.
I don't know about that, but we'll give it a shot.
Okay. On October 17th, 2011, who was the Vernon goalie who made 15 saves?
Wow. There's another corner. I couldn't tell you. Right? I tried. If I guess, I'd be way wrong. Not Erin Cahill, no.
No. If I throw you initials, could it help you?
Go ahead.
RR.
Oh, RR. It'll come to me. Belvidere's got a corner. Let's
do that.
Just give me some time to stall.
Do that first, and you think about that one
I'm
for a little bit.
I'm going to stall.
If you get this right, Dan, I am absolutely flabbergasted that you got this right. Because I just threw you something completely random.
Belvidere scored on the last corner. It's their second. Up top, Labar, reverse chip, broken up. We're going to come out the other way. Great defense by the Vikings. Stopping that. Got to get the mask off. And she forgot. She's like, wait a second. Let me get rid of that. That was a great job by Tegan Wrestler.
That play's a little slow in developing right there, Dan. And Labar never really got a clean swing on that.
Rachel, the first name?
Rhonda.
Rhonda? Oh, yes. Rhonda. You got to give it to me, Mike.
Richardson.
Rhonda Richardson. I remember Rhonda because Lauren Poppy was on that team, who was a terrific player, and went to, I think Poppy was on that team. She graduated, no, maybe it was the year before when Vernon made the section final against Phillipsburg. Halise Shep was the coach then. That was an odd thing. They lost to Phillipsburg in the semifinals, but Phillipsburg played too many games. So the state said, you got to forfeit that win, Phillipsburg, and Vernon went and played in the state section final.
Is that how that happened? That's crazy.
In 2010. Phillipsburg sued, and courts got involved. We're going to stop the clock. But Lauren Poppy went to Montclair. She was a terrific player. We're going to have a card. Vernon will send off their player. So Belvidere will be in the power play. Jurowitz will head off. And we can put 9:05 on the clock. 8:53 shown right now. The great Mandy Hoffman officiating this game. Mandy was an amazing player for Newton in goal back in the day.
I was just, because obviously now I got it pulled up, so now I'm looking at things. Vernon that year went 15-5, by the way, and that was one of their losses was Belvidere.
Right. Again, they got to the section final via that forfeit. And that had been their first, that was 2010, I think, or 11, and That was their first final that they advanced to since '96 when they went to the state championship and lost. That was Susie Garcia's senior year at Vernon. I mean, Steph Casadella, what a great job she did. Here comes Madigan Van Blarkum.
One defender to beat, gets through the defender.
She's going to reverse it. Oh, what a save by Smith.
Again, Smith diving to her right.
We'll have a corner.
I mean, this could have been ugly without Smith today, Dan. Let's be honest here.
100%. It's be our corner number 11 for the Vikings. Drew will send it in. But Coach Stephanie Casadella and her assistant Liz Cleary, my sister, was a great goalie coach and assistant. They produced many Division I players over the years. Kathy Basso, Susie Garcia, Rebecca Leone, Kelly Belli. Cawley. Oh, great job breaking that up. Come flying out. You want to get the attack going, but you still got the goggles on, and that's LeBar. LeBar doesn't care about those goggles.
What goggles?
Right, exactly.
Well, you could just tell the athleticism right there. Just the speed. That was a missile coming out there, Dan. She just kept going.
4-1 remains our score.
All right, now she's going to see if she not going to have time to get the goggles off yet, so she's going to be stuck with his goggles for a while, I think.
Well, there was a year or two that they had to wear goggles throughout the game, and it just didn't work because, A, there was no field hockey-specific goggles, so they were kind of wearing lacrosse goggles.
Right.
And it just didn't work. They were fogging up, and when you have to look down, lacrosse, you're looking up. Your head's on a swivel. In field hockey, you have to look down. And I know safety was, that's where it came from, but they finally got rid of that.
Yeah, I mean, we're always in favor of safety, but there also has to be some practicality to a rule also, and that just wasn't practical.
And the good thing about field hockey, they will adjust. I mean, forever you couldn't self-start. I think that's a great addition to the game. You had to send it out into the circle. Shot. Doesn't get through. Mabai, nice play in the circle, but it'll be another corner for the Vikings, number 12. When the ball would go over the end line, you'd have to take it in from the end line. Now, when you have a hit coming in, you bring it out to about the 20, and it gives you the advantage you should get for having the ball go off the other team.
Right.
So there's a lot of things they've changed. I think the biggest one in the last 30 years, no offsides. When I first started coming to field hockey, there was offsides.
Yeah, I remember that now, Dan. You're right. That would I don't remember
Huge.
that being a good thing.
Changed the whole game.
It changed the whole game.
Wrestler swings it over. Back to Wrestler. Trying to wind up. Sends it in. Redirect. And a goal! A beautiful redirect. I think that was Sam Janis again, number 5. Let's take a look at that.
I believe you're right, Dan, but we'll listen. So it's going to get announced.
Hat trick for Samantha Janis.
That's a great redirect right there, Dan. Just gets the stick down. Ball sent in, just sends it the other direction.
And it is Janis with the goal. And that'll give Samantha Janis the hat trick today. 3 goals, and it'll give her 14 on the season, as she's now tied with Madigan Van Blarkum for the goal lead. As Vernon will go up 5-1. We have a timeout. We'll stay here. So 5-1 our score. They haven't changed it on the scoreboard. There it is. A great job by them. Again, we want to thank both schools for sponsoring. I want to thank Billy Foley for hosting us. And again, the winner will play Newton. And Newton playing Madison tonight at 6:30 at Madison. So if you're a field hockey fan in that area, stop by at 6:30. You're going to see a great one over there at Palmer Field. A rematch of the two teams that played each other in the North Jersey Group 1 final last year. And obviously, Belvidere hoping to make some noise in that section tournament. And then be here before we know it, Mike. It's crazy how quick the fall goes these days. Football playoffs start in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. It takes so long. We go through the summer, especially with football. I mean, we feel like we start in school hasn't even stopped in the year before yet. We're starting football already, and we go through all that time, and this other schools, the other sports start up, and then we get going, and all of a sudden it's like, oh wait, we're done already.
It's crazy.
What happened? And it was with it being a warm September, now that we're starting to get the cold weather in, it feels like we're just hitting the wall. All of a sudden, like, okay, here's the cold weather. We're done.
Right.
Have you go home?
I think a couple years ago was the first time, and everyone's going to remember, and Wade Pickett, the former head coach of football at Lenape, pointed this out to me, that there was no football played in December in the state of New Jersey. The state finals were in November because the tournament starts this year October 31st.
Right.
But that's amazing. There was no high school football played in the state of New Jersey in the month of December.
I remember going to some of those games, Dan, and obviously you do too. And it's just cold. It's great, but it's cold. And then the turnover time. I mean, literally, my first basketball this year was December 8th.
Yep. Well, they did away. You had the option. You don't have to play all your scrimmages. They can count as games. I know wrestling starts a lot earlier than it does. It has in the past, so it's a new landscape. They've shortened the seasons, and they want a little bit more of a break in between. They got rid of the tournament champions. This is another great carry into the circle, looking for wrestler. She's on the doorstep. Shot, redirect, goal, right on the corner, and that's Madigan Van Blarkham. That was beautiful, Mike. Take us through that.
Oh, that is, Dan. Once again, we get the runner going on the right side, and then Vernon has crossed exceptionally well today. And again, Smith, there's not much you can do about this one. This one comes down the right side. Goes across and just looks across. Goalie comes out, and it's just a tapping.
Van Blarkham retakes the goal-scoring lead. Now we should have a running clock because it's a 5-goal differential. So once they blow the whistle, field hockey's running clock to begin with.
Right.
But it'll stop only on timeouts and injuries, not on goals now.
And Vernon's used their timeout for the half, so we're down to 1. As the sun starts to get behind the trees, then
yes,
we may be able to see actually in a little bit.
And Vernon, again, saved by Smith. Bauman sends it back in, cleared out by the County Cedars.
I think that was Giroux on another great run down the right side, if I'm not mistaken on that.
Well, the Colonial Conference down in South Jersey has a rule. If you're up by 6 after 3 quarters, the game ends. No more running clock. And Brian Boble and I spoke about that from NJ.com on my podcast. If you're a field hockey fan, folks, check out the podcast. It's on Big State Sports YouTube. We broke down the county tournaments and talked about that and how there's pretty stiff penalties for the schools if you win by more than 6. Coach is suspended for a game, then 2, and then you're suspended for the rest of the season.
Dan, what do you think about the
I don't
6
like
goals
it.
and 3? Okay.
Running clock's good enough. Here comes Janice. She's got 3. Looking for 4. Nice stop by Smith. And she clears it out. Wrestler thought about it. Into the circle. LeBar trying to get it out. And it'll be a corner.
Dan, this Belvidere defenders have to be tired, Dan. I mean, we know they're in great shape because they play Ironman all the time, but
they got no one on the bench. 2 kids on the bench. They're both hurt.
And Vernon just put tremendous pressure on them today. Hats off to Vernon having a great game plan today.
And Coach Colleen has played a lot. It's not like he's staying with these. He's played a lot of players. He's got some more subs coming in. Grace Casenza will come in, and Kaylee Freed will come back in. She has a goal.
Well, good thing for him is he has the depth to put out there right now. And in a game like this, that depth definitely helps you because you got fresh bodies against their not-so-fresh bodies.
It's down 6-1, and Jillian LeBar came flying out like it was a scoreless tie. That's why she's a Division I athlete, folks. Why she's going to play at Towson. Will be another corner. She could have easily just ducked that, Mike?
Right.
And she said, no, she's a competitor and an athlete, and great job by her.
Well, Dan, let's be honest. There's not a lot of difference in physical talent amongst kids at that D1 level, but it's the drive that the kids have.
Another redirect.
That separates them.
Great save by Smith. Will stay here. And goes over the end line, no advantage, so Belvidere will try to clear it out with under 3 to go here in the third quarter.
And that's the kid you want, Dan. You want the kid that's does things when the coaches aren't looking, does the right thing. Hey, win or lose, I'm doing the right thing out there. In this case, they're down 5 goals. You're right. You could have mailed that in. No, I'm not. That's not how I play.
So coach getting some different people in there.
Got to warm up a little bit before you go in there, Dan. The temperature's definitely dropped quite a bit since we started the broadcast.
That's Vernon weather for you. If you don't like it, wait a little bit.
I think I jinxed it myself. I didn't bring the jack. I had the jack in the car, and I didn't bring it out with me, and that was the mistake of not saying, "Hey, weather, okay, I'm inviting you to get cold now."
Mike, you should know better. You grew up here.
I know. There's two schools I know better than that. One's High Point, one's Vernon. You never leave the jack in the car. Always take the jacket with you. I remember doing a High Point football game, and I left Sussex. It was probably like 55. I got snowed on in the third quarter of the game.
I believe it.
I was like, what happened to me? That was back in our days at the Jersey Herald.
A long time ago. Wrestler sends it in, goes wide with 1:35 and running. Hey, folks, if you want to get your game on, we're Big State Sports from High Point to Cape May. Send George an email at george@bigstatesports.com. Hopefully we get you on if you want to advertise. We have 4 million views per week on our social media, which is insane. And we put our advertisers on there. There's no other platform that can give you that kind of a exposure. So send George an email as we're getting towards the end of heating up with the county tournament, state tournament coming up. We got plenty of slots. We're kind of busy on Fridays and Saturdays, but give us a shout. We might try to squeeze you in. We just added on Saturday, Vernon girls soccer will have on at 12:30 against the winner of North Hunterdon and Newton, which is going on as we speak. And, Mike, you said you had a score last time you heard?
Last time I heard it was 2-1 North Hunterdon.
So the winner of that will come here. Vernon with the great Monica Curry, Sussex County's all-time leading scorer in goals, breaking Kaylee Guthrie's record. Because Madigan Van Blorkum. Curry going to UMass.
And speaking of her, we'll be here, a week from today, Dan, right? Or a week from yesterday we're up here, right, for Vernon Senior Day?
Vernon Senior Day will be the 21st, and we'll be here Saturday for their HWS game against the winner of North Hunterdon and Newton, 12:30 after the boys' game.
So you'll be hearing a lot of Viking broadcasts coming up.
Yeah, well, that's the norm. We have a lot of great businesses in town that support us and support the teams. Places like Potrock Valley Farms right down the road. You pick them from 7 to 4. This is their best time of the year. And there is the whistle to end the quarter. Yes, indeed. We had a whistle, and that will end the quarter. So 3 quarters in the books of this second-round matchup here in the HWS tournament. As we have the horn to make it official. Vernon, the number 8 seed, with a 6-1 lead over number 9, Belvidere. We'll take a break. We'll be back with fourth quarter action here live on the Big State Sports Network.
16-degree approach for your personal and business legal needs, built on relationships, support, and innovation. You can rely on Mandemont Barrett. Visit us at mblawfirm.com.
Hi, my name is Andrew Shaka. I'm one of the owners here at New Jersey Siding and Windows. We are a family-owned residential remodel firm. Everything we offer here is quality and comes with great warranties. If it's a residential home, there's no home too big for us to work on.
Here at Open Road Cadillac, everybody gets treated just like family. We always make sure we find the right car for you.
The 2025 Cadillac Lyriq, now for the limited time price of only $529 a month. Open Road Cadillac of Morristown in Florham Park, New Jersey.
Here at Open Road Mazda of Morristown, we strive to provide a stress-free, knowledgeable, positive buying experience. No matter your budget, we'll find the right car for you.
Drive home the 2025 Mazda CX-50 for just $229 a month.
Check us out for yourself.
Provide your team or athlete with quality trophies, medals, plaques, and awards with Performance Trophy and Medals of Randolph. Call us today at 973-989-8775.
Pick Your Cards is located on Route 46 in Ledgewood. Our huge inventory can be shopped online at pickyourcards.com, where you can use the code BIGSTATESPORTS for an extra discount.
And welcome back to Anthony Mascherino Stadium here at the campus of Vernon Township High School in Vernon, New Jersey. Live on the Big State Sports Network. Hunter Warren Sussex second round action. Number 8 Vernon dominating right now. 6-1 lead over number 9 Belvidere. Thanks for joining us live in the Mandemont Barrett broadcast booth. Dan Cleary along with Mike Lipscomb. And big day for Sam Janis. She's got the hat trick to lead the Vikings. She's got the first goal. Elise Giroux scored the second goal. She had a great assist to Janice on the third goal for the Vikings. Then Jillian Labar sent in a rocket that was redirected by Autumn Maxwell for Belvidere. They make it 3-1. Then Vernon just tacked on Kaylee Free with her sixth goal, made it 4-1. Then Janice on a redirect. She got her third goal of the game, 14th of the season, and Madden Van Blarkum retook the goal-scoring lead on the team with her 15th, and it's 6-1 Vernon, as we will have running time here in the fourth quarter, which in field hockey really doesn't, and there's a save there.
Dan, while you were doing the comeback in right there, Labar just dribbled through 6 people.
Yes.
I mean, that's pretty impressive right there. I mean, using the reverse side of the stick. I mean, just did everything right there. That was crazy right there. That's a different level player right there.
Division I. Be a corner penalty for the Cedars. Jaylee Balestra will take this. So you got to look for wherever number 2 is and make sure there's a body on her in the circle. That was a nice save by Inoa.
Yes. Has not seen a lot of action today.
Has to come out of the circle. This is Labar. Still has it. Challenged. And good defense by the Vikings. But a little too good because we're going to get another penalty corner.
Dan, I'd rather give a corner here than give up the goal to Labar.
Great job by the defense by the Vikings coming flying out.
This one doesn't go to Labar. They try to give it to her inside the circle.
Oh, I know it comes out. Great job before. It was Sammy Janice coming out and number 17, Caitlin Hordich. Hit coming in, it looks like.
Yep, the Vernon girls are going to toss the goggles off. So they've done their job there.
Vernon's next game is, well, they were scheduled to play Kittatinny, but I think they're going to play that HWS game on Saturday before they play the Cougars. Goes Kittatinny playing as we speak in the HWS. Finals will be Saturday, the 25th at 11 a.m. at Lenape Valley High School. Live on the Big State Sports Network. That's going to be a crazy day at Big State Sports. If you can't get to the game, any final you're looking to find, I'm pretty sure we're going to be covering it. We're going to be in 90 different places on Saturday the 25th.
Last day of the regular season for football.
We got all the Saturday football games. Then we also have the HWS finals in field hockey, boys soccer, girls soccer, MCT Morris County finals in boys soccer and girls soccer. Great pass. Comes back out.
Again, the cross is read well by Smith.
And, Mike, I have a fun doubleheader on the 28th. I got Oak Knoll at Newton Field Hockey at 4.
Oh, my.
And then I'm going to head down and cover the Morris County Championships at Boonton, which is one of my favorite nights of the year. They do a great job hosting at Boonton. And that'll be at 7 o'clock. Will Madison repeat?
Wow.
Janice looking for another goal. We're going to have a whistle coming out the other way.
That is a great game. Was that Oak Knoll Newton game originally on the schedule, Dan?
Yes.
Okay.
Ashley Tashidin, the head coach of Newton, who was Ashley Meisner when she played there in the mid-2000s for the great Lisa Bechtel.
All right.
She said they knew they were going to be good. They lost last year in the Group 1 state finals in a shootout to Shore. And with a lot of the team back, she said, I want to beef up that schedule. And picking up Oak Knoll, Madison, Warren Hills, and Montclair, she did that.
Oh, that's beefing up a schedule.
Yeah, she wasn't messing around. She wanted to see her kids to see that level because she's got 4 Division I kids.
Right.
There's Sabrina Conklin doing a nice job for the Vikings. Kaylee Free has a goal. She's going to work her way in. Little reverse chip. County Cedars trying to get it out of the circle. They do. That's Erica Faris, number 27. Nice job by her. Also doing a nice job, Madeline Cardos. Talk about the sisters that have played here at Belvidere recently. The Cardoses are the sisters, and Francicino's daughters, Beth's daughters, twins. Shot, saved by Smith.
A diving save again.
Did she land on it? Nope, went over. In field hockey, you cannot land on the ball as a goalie or stop it like that, or it's a penalty stroke. Can't cover it up. Can't catch it and knock it down. You can bat it down. The Vikings 10 minutes away to advancing. As they did in 2023, they beat Voorhees, but then lost to Warren Hills. And we'll have a corner.
So they've waited 14 years for this revenge, Dan, but I think that it looks like they're in a pretty comfortable spot to get it.
Unofficially 15th corner for the Vikings, 4 for Belvidere.
9 of them in the first quarter when it was just a relentless pressure in that first quarter, Dan, which set the tone for the whole day.
It certainly did. But hats off to this Belvidere team. There is no quit in them.
Nope.
They're going to finish their season strong. They're in the Valley Division. South Hunterdon and Del Val still have to play another time. Right now, South Hunterdon 7-1 shot and a goal. And that's number. That went in? No.
No, that went wide. Dan.
It went wide. I apologize, folks. I was looking down at my notes. My bad. Went wide. I was checking to see when they were playing again. South Hunterdon and Del Val in the Valley Division. They're going to play on the 20th. It'll be a rematch. South Hunterdon only loss in the Valley Division was to Delaware Valley. So Delaware Valley's able to win that game. They will share the Valley Division, which houses Bernards, Belvidere, Somerville, Franklin, and the aforementioned South Hunterdon and Delaware Valley. So
that is a pretty good division.
It sure is. And you could see the way the Skyline did it was Franklin's a gigantic Group 4.
Right.
But they're not strong in field hockey, so they're in that division with the Group 1, South Hunterdon. Del Val's a 2, Bernards is usually a 1, Belvidere's a 1, Somerville's usually a 3. So that's how they, and I like that. And you and I have talked about that numerous times.
I'm a huge fan of going strength of program. I've debated that with people all the time. I've said this many times on the air. I debate that with anybody who wants to hear me. That's the way it should be. School size should not be the complete factor in deciding who's in what division. I was just taking my time here to take a look. I was looking at the North 1 power points, Dan. Belvidere right now is sitting at 13.
So they'll get in. Stop 16, make it.
They are, I'd say they're fairly comfortably in right now. They're a good margin ahead of Metuchen, who's the 17 right now. So that would get them a date with Verona. Obviously, Newton is currently the 1 in that section.
I don't think anyone's jumping them.
Madison is the 3. So that
tonight will be big.
That's a big game tonight. But Newton is significantly ahead of Johnson Regional, who's a 2 right now. So Newton has some playroom. Even if they lost tonight, it wouldn't be that big a deal.
And I got to check. I think the sites are predetermined for the section finals. Last year was decided. No, it was PowerPoints, and Madison was the host. And Newton went down there and beat them. Here comes Giroux, another great carry for her in the circle. And good defense by the Cedars, trying to clear it. Battle. Wrestler sends it in, bounces around, loose in the circle, will come out the other way. And unfortunately for Group 2, everyone's just going to see who's going to battle to lose to West Essex in the final.
Right.
I hate to say it, but it's just, that's the way it is. Warren Hills, a healthy Warren Hills might have given them a run. I've seen West Essex twice this year. It's going to take a monumental effort to someone in Group 2 to knock them off in North Jersey and even out of South.
Well, right, yeah, like you said, Dan, right now West Essex is comfortably the 1 in that division. I mean, in that North 1 Group 2.
It's, North Jersey Group 2.
Yeah.
There's only North and South. They changed that.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
In 2021.
I'm so used to saying North 1 when I look at North School, I forget something. I forget and feel like you can take the number off. So
they changed that in 2021.
So in North Group 2, West Essex is 1. Vikings are currently sitting at 8.
So that means they would host one game and then have to see West Essex.
Yeah, currently they host Homedale. And don't forget, because of the fact there's only North and the South, some of the teams that you read off are a little bit strange sounding.
Battle in the circle. It's not as bad as lacrosse because there's less teams in lacrosse. And Madison is considered South Jersey in lacrosse, in both boys and girls.
That's crazy.
A couple of years ago, more than that, probably about 8 years ago, Madison played Mountain Lakes in the Group 1 final.
I remember a couple of years ago,
lacrosse.
Wallkill drew Shore Regional in the opening round of field hockey.
They played Florence a couple of years ago. That's down by Glassboro.
Yes. So.
But it's all the matter. There's more teams, obviously, in North Jersey than South.
Right.
So that's what's going to happen. And, years past, Rumson always jumps between North and South.
And they're North right now.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, they're sitting at 4 in Group 2. That's a pretty good bracket right there, though, Dan.
Shot. And is that another goal? Nope, just wide.
Just wide. West Essex, Voorhees, West Morris, Rumson's your first 4. And then 1 loss, West Milford's the 5.
Yep. They'll probably most likely, as we get more substitutions for Vernon, most likely you'll see a Pompton Lakes West Milford Passaic County Championship game. Pompton Lakes always a good program. And then Bergen County, Northern Highlands in Group 3. That Group 3 is going to be very tough with Northern Highlands and Chatham and Westmore Central.
Yeah, let's take a look at that, Dan. We got a moment here. We'll go through the last couple minutes here. Yeah, Northumberland is 1 right now. Northern Highlands is 2. Chatham 3. Summit 4. Knowles 5. Middletown South 6. So that's a pretty good section right there.
Yeah, 100%.
Right now, is that possible, Dan? Northern Highlands only played 9 games this year?
Yeah. And they're very good. I mean, I remember a couple of years ago they upset Chatham.
That'd be a heck of a semifinal game right there, right? Because they're 2-3 right now.
But for whatever reason, Westmore Central has Chatham's number. They've beaten them the last couple of years. Beat them earlier in the year. I think that Chatham's only loss came to Westmore Central. So thanks to the outstanding athletic director here, Mr. William Foley. He just gave us an update. So the Vernon fans in girls soccer on Saturday at 12:30, the top-seeded Vikings will take on North Hunterdon, who knocked off the Newton Braves 2-1.
Okay. So it was 2-1 at the half, and then North Hunterdon hung on. So
North Hunterdon creeping up the state of New Jersey. They got to Newton. Now they got to head up to Vernon.
There's nowhere to go anymore, Dan. That's the end of the line.
That is the end of the line. And that brings back memories of the semifinals back in 2010 when Vernon beat North Hunterdon in overtime on a Lauren Parrott goal to get to the championship, and they upset Hunterdon Central at Hackettstown High School. And that was just a memorable year for Vernon female athletics because they won the HWS in soccer, won the HWS in girls lacrosse, and if my memory holds right, Mr. Foley, as the head coach of the girls basketball team, had one of the top seeds in North 1 Group 4 with a lot of those great athletes. Kellyanne Bowman, Mallory Costello, Jess Mills, Brittany Ast. So we're going to have a rematch in the, well, it won't be a rematch. It's 15 years later.
Well, I mean, Dan, we said this is a revenge game today from 14 years ago. So
exactly.
Yeah.
So tune into that. That'll be on the Big State Sports Network, 12:30 here at Vernon.
You can't tell me some Vernon girl that when she was 3 years old said, "I'm gonna avenge that loss someday."
Maybe one of the kids that were on the team, their kids are on the team. We got legacies possibly. But Vernon, a great win today. They'll get to see Newton. They know each other so well. I mean, Newton will be the favorite. But Newton and Vernon have been battling for 35 years. Bechtel and Gastadello, Kieran Colleen and Bechtel, and now Ashley Tashin. I mean, the Freedom Division over the last 6, 7, 8 years has gone through either Newton or Vernon, or Lenape Valley had a real good run. So they're going to get to see them. So we want to thank all of our sponsors, Belvidere Field Hockey, Vernon Field Hockey, as the whistle will blow.
And it's a great day to go sit and watch Big State Sports Day because obviously it's not the best weather day that's turned into. It's quite a windy day. Long drive for the Belvidere fans. So you know what? Just stay home and watch Big State Sports. That works.
And Belvidere will fall to 7-6, but they still have a league game left. They still have states, and coach is going to coach them up, and they're going to be fine, folks. Whoever they play, you don't want to play Belvidere. And today it's been all Vernon, but when number 2 has the ball on her stick, things going to happen. She sends it in. They want to. I love how hard they're playing right now with 15 seconds left trying to get a corner. But Vernon will improve to 9-3-1. They'll get to the quarterfinal round for the first time since 2023. And a great job by on the board, our man J.J. Valentin, former star lacrosse player and football player at Sparta. So that wrap it up. So congratulations to the Vikings. Sam Janis with the 3 goals and the hat trick lead the Vikings to a 6-1 win over Belvidere. That'll wrap up our live coverage. You want to find out who our player of the game is, brought to you by Climate Care, please go to our social media. For my partner, Mike Lipscomb, I'm Dan Cleary. We'll see you again soon live on the Big State Sports Network. She broke the school record, which was held back in 1984. For a long time, Jill Johnson had 73 goals. Jillian broke that last year. Vikings on the doorstep. Turn, fire, goal!
That would be the Belvidere game plan, anyway.
Absolutely. Well, Vernon will break that up. They're on the run, bringing it up the middle. Nice job by Elise Giroux. All the way.
It scored.
And the goal. What an outstanding individual effort by Elise Giroux.
While you can't go in there and throw the third person engaged, you can tell that she's being watched very well.
And Giroux, again, another carry into the circle, swept out. Vikings trying to keep it back in. Shot saved by Smith. Sends it right back out. High school's in a beautiful area. That's a beautiful ride down 519. Head down that way. White Township into the circle again. Saved by Smith. Did that get in? No, another great save.
No, just fell over on it.
Corner penalty is called. The half, quarter, or game cannot end on a corner penalty, so it'll be untimed if they run out of time. And Vernon's trying to do that right now. Another save by Smith. On the doorstep, another save. She's got about 6 saves here in the first quarter. Vikings controlling that entire first quarter and looking to do so here in the second quarter. They'll send it into the circle. Shot! Goal! Janice's second goal, but what a pass from Giroux. No. You have this ball. I'm sure LeBar will have a piece of this, number 2. She's up top. This is LeBar. Makes the dodge. Winds up. Shoots. And a goal! She scores! Jillian LeBar.
Well, the another assist right there, Dan. So Giroux's having a really good day today.
We need to have that on the stick side of the field, that right alleyway. Wrestler in the middle. Good battle there with Cardos.
Glove save.
Another one for Smith. She's been great hockey, great player, and great coach for the County Cedars. Vernon in the circle. Patience here. And that's going to slip through, and that's a goal. Those young Vernon Vikings, a sophomore.
Chance here.
Yes, indeed. Shot save. Free looking for her second goal of the game. Gets turned away by Smith.
Can you imagine that? You have a player that went to UConn, but yet you were unable to win the HWS. That says something about the level of play in the HWS.
100%. Tricky ball into the circle. Oh, what a stop by Smith. Still down on the ground.
Well, that's a great play right
here at Vernon. I mean, Steph Casadella, what a great job she did. Here comes Madigan Van Blarkum.
One defender to beat. Gets through the defender.
She's going to reverse it. Oh, what a save by Smith.
Again, Smith, you're right. That would I don't remember that being a good thing.
Changed the whole game.
It changed the whole game.
Wrestler swings it over. Back to Wrestler. Trying to wind up, sends it in, redirect, and a goal! A beautiful redirect. I think that was Sam Janis again, number 5. It's a new landscape. They've shortened the seasons, and they want a little bit more of a break in between. They got rid of the tournament champions. This is another great carry into the circle, looking for Wrestler. She's on the doorstep. Shot, redirect, goal, right on the corner. Not on goals now.
And Vernon's used her timeout for the half, so we're down to 1. As the sun starts to get behind the trees, then
yes,
we may be able to see actually in a little bit.
And Vernon again saved by Smith. A game, then 2, and then you're suspended for the rest of the season.
Dan, what do you think about the
I don't
6
like
goals
it.
and 3? Okay.
Running clock's good enough. Here comes Janice. She's got 3, looking for 4. Nice stop by Smith, and she clears it out. Talk about the sisters that have played here at Belvidere recently, the Cardos or sisters, and Francicino's daughters, Beth's daughters, twins. Shot, saved by Smith.
A diving save again.
Number 2 has the ball on her stick. Things going to happen. She sends it in. They want to – I love how hard they're playing right now with 15 seconds left trying to get a corner. But Vernon will improve to 9-3-1. They'll get to the quarterfinal round for the first time since 2023.